Good morning, how y'all doing today? My first video today is going to be about how Maxine Waters, California rep, was driving in her car and she saw a black guy being pulled over by the police and she went to go check in on him. Now, ended up happening, the driver, there was a false accusation and the driver got to go on and she did as well. But I want to give Maxine Waters her due. Not every day that someone who represents a state or a government official, etc., will take the time to make sure there's no racial profiling or brutality about to take place. But that shows you how she's a strong black woman and she speaks up, stands up for what she believes in. And Maxine Waters been putting it down. She's a real one, you know. A lot of times people say, well, what's a real one? A real one is when they ain't afraid about, they're not sitting behind no title, no desk, or some prestige, perceived prestige, and they do what they're supposed to do. And that's getting out in these streets and making sure that these police is doing their job to the best of ability and not using someone's race as an excuse to go clubbing on them. So props to Maxine Waters for making sure the officer was doing his job. As citizens, you can do that too. Especially, no matter what your skin color is, if you see especially someone black being apprehended by the police, take it upon your civil duty to make sure that their procedures are being followed. And if you want to make a citizen arrest against the police, you can. Know your rights, because if they're violating or harassing, that needs to be dealt with, let alone, you know, someone getting killed. Because I'm going to tell you something. You do wonder, how come people didn't intervene when George Floyd was getting lynched? And they had cameras, which was important to show the world. But how come no one got at them cops for that? You know, see, this is the kind of thing. People got to take their streets back to make sure they delegate that the law is being followed through. Not because someone wants to have their own brand of justice. So I applaud Maxine Waters for taking the time to make sure that the procedures was being done according to the law and not somebody doing their own version of the law. So anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about Maxine Waters watching out for a black man as the police stopped him. Give me your thoughts, your takes. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And you can do that as a citizen. Know your rights. I'm done.